Hey everyone, welcome to another $1,000 strap search. I've got my $1,000 in singles here and I'm about to show you what I found. But before I do that, let's talk about this week's tip. Now, I've mentioned in previous videos, and needlessly, because most of you already know, we are undergoing a national coin shortage. The national coin shortage is making it really difficult for people to coin roll hunt and stuff like that. Banks just are not selling rolls of coins to people. Luckily for me, they are doing just wonderful for singles, but that doesn't do you any good if you are a coin roll hunter. So here's my hint for this week. Find out if your bank will accept hand-rolled coins, okay? If your bank will accept hand-rolled coins, then what you can do is you can take a box of insert coin here, pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, whatever the case is. You can search that box, re-roll the coins, and then exchange that box at your bank for another one. That way you're not shorting the bank any coins. They still have a box. You're giving them one box for a box. You can check out new coins, and they still have coins to give out to businesses. So that's my tip for this week. Find out if your bank will accept rolled coins, and if so, see if they'll trade. That way you can still hunt coins. All right, that's the $1,000. Let's take a look and see what I got this week. Probably some controversial stuff. Sure enough, very first one, I found a bill with a stamp on it. Looks like it says Trump, keep America great. I'm guessing that is from 2016 when he was trying to keep America great, because now he's trying to make America great again. Maybe I got that backwards, but I had a job in 2016, so that's just the way I see it. Anyway, that's a stamp on a bill. He's got it on the back too. So yeah, I always am amused whenever I find stamps on bills. Speaking of stamps on bills, there we go. Where's George? Found me a Where's George. Love finding these. I can actually look these up. A stamp with a purpose. I like that. I will check this one out as soon as I'm done with the video. I did find an alternator. This has a 1 as the alternator. You can see 18, 19, 14, 19. 1 is every other digit. And this one has 7 as the alternator. So 17, 27, 37, 47. That's an upward ladder is what that actually is. They're in order, 17, 27, 37, 47. It's a really neat note to find that way. I didn't realize that at first, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I should probably put that one in a case. Did find some trinaries, 0s, 5s, and 6s on this one. 1s, 3s, and 4s here. 0s, 4s, and 9s. And this one is 2s, 4s, and 9s. 4s, 6s, and 8s. 0s, 4s, and 8s on this one. Almost an alternator there. Did find some quads. Quad 1s on this bill. Really crisp. Quad 4s, and it's a trinary. 0s, 4s, and 5s on that one. Quad 5s to start this note, and it's a trinary, and if that 2 was there, that would have been a heck of a binary, 5, 5, 5, 7, 7, 7, but the 2 got in the way. Still a trinary, still a cool note. And I found some stars. Crisp note here. Once again, I put all my stars in a pile, and I run them all at once. If you do them one at a time, it takes about a minute or two to do a star note, but if you run one star note, the whole list comes up. So if you have 200 star notes, you can take 2 minutes per, which would take you 3 hours. Or you can do them all at once, run it once, and I'm done in 20 minutes. Just put them in order by Federal Reserve and by year, and away you go. Found quite a few of the crisp ones here. And I did find some older notes. This one's 1999. Terrible shape, but it's a J note. Don't find a lot of J notes. Dallas, K on this one, 1995, right there. Yep, 1995, also pretty rough shape. Another 1995 J note, Kansas City. This one's a little bit better. And this one's pretty ratty, 1995 out of Chicago. Lots of Chicago notes around here. Another 1995, also not in the greatest of shape, but I still save everything prior to 2000 just because that stuff's already 20 years old. And the oldest note in the group, this one is from 1988, 1988A, another Dallas note. This one's actually in pretty good shape. Does have a pretty solid fold in the center, but the rest of the note's in good shape. So, those were my finds this week. So, what did I bring out? Well, one of the things I didn't bring out was what I had written on this envelope, which was These were all Vegas notes. That's right. During all this craziness, I was not going to get on an airplane to fly to Vegas when there was nothing going on in Vegas at all. But I always wanted to drive there. So driving cross country, to me, the drive was the trip. I spent a total of 5 days driving both there and back, and I only spent 2 days in Vegas because there wasn't much to do. I was actually bored after that period of time. But I did do some running, and I managed to get notes from South Point, Green Valley Ranch, Arizona Charlie's, the Eureka in Mesquite, Nevada, Sunset Station, Boulder Station, Casablanca in Mesquite, and I stopped at Rhythm City and Prairie Meadows in Iowa. The Where's George note came from Prairie Meadows in Iowa, and one alternator came from Arizona Charlie's. The latter and the other alternator came from South Point. So yeah, these were all Vegas notes. Probably should have brought that up at the start, but better late than never. Anyway, that also explains the first note there, because I was traveling through a bunch of red states. One of the red states I was traveling through was this one, Utah. Drove through Utah, and I was looking for goldbacks. Here is the $25 Utah Goldback. $25 Utah Goldback. This is not a note. This is a coin. You can see right here, this gold coin contains 1/40th a troy ounce of 24 karat gold for circulation in Utah. The Utah Goldback. You don't have to worry about a government shutdown. You don't have to worry about a government takeover. You don't have to worry about civil war, insurrections, anything crazy like that. It doesn't matter. This is just a holder. It's not what I paid for that. You don't have to worry about anything crazy because this is gold, real gold. 40 of these would equal an ounce of gold. This is a 25 Utah Goldbacks note. And if you look here, it does have a serial number on there. Very tough to see on there. Privately issued, not U.S. dollar legal tender. U.S. and international patents pending. Serial number on this one is JD 28220. So it's a trinary. And of course, you can see the series right here. Let's see, series of 2019. You can see the mother and child. What is that? Victoria is what it says there. And votes counting since 1870 is what that says there. Which is kind of interesting because the Suffrage Act was in the 1919, if I recall. Anyway, the 25 Utah Goldbacks note, you can see on the back, it's pretty much just the reverse impression. It does have a little bit of color on the front. And with the notes, what they did, they made them increase in size. Here's the one. You've got the 5, that's slightly bigger. Here's the 10. I'm trying to line up the bottom so you can see how they get increasingly larger. Followed by the 25 right there. Get that in the picture as well. So you can see, yeah, each note is bigger and bigger. They are the same width. So the widths all line up. But as far as the size-wise goes, you can see right there the difference in the sizes. Now, when I was driving through Utah, it was interesting because I figured going through Utah, I'd be able to stop places and find people with these notes or be able to spend notes. I didn't bring mine with, but I figured I should be able to buy some while I was there. I didn't make it to any of the large cities. I didn't make it to Salt Lake City or anything like that. But every place I stopped for gas or for food, I'd ask them about that. And I got the strangest looks from some people. So, as much as I like the Goldbacks, as much as I think they're a great idea to have spendable gold units, the people of Utah seem to be kind of oblivious to them, which I was kind of stunned. Like I said, maybe in Salt Lake City that's different, but in the outskirts, just check out a map and look at the line you draw when you go from Vegas to the Midwest. That's the part of Utah I went through, and nobody had even heard of these. They looked at me like I was from another country. So, I'm glad to have mine. I have mine for the gold value. People said I was a little loopy for wanting to get these to stack as gold, but gold prices and silver prices are still going up. So, This is much easier to stack than a 1 ounce bar of gold, that's for sure. All right, guys, that's what I've got for you this week, the 25 Utah Goldback. If you learned anything new this week, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. I love reading your guys' comments, and I will see you next week.